This game sucks. I'm sorry, but I cannot recommend anyone buy this on Steam. I own the physical board game myself. I bought this a decade ago and I have almost all of the expansions. And yes, while the original game itself is fun, it has its own set of problems mechanically and pacing wise. This digital port, though, is not worth your time and money. Let's talk about it. So, Zombies board game launched on Steam on March 28th, 2024. It's currently going for $9.99 US, and of recording this video, there's one extra expansion you can purchase for an extra $2.99. As a quick summary, the core game, aside from the different rule variations and the extra modes, kind of goes like this. You have 2 to 6 players, and they're going to be competing to be the first one to defeat and collect 25 zombie tokens or reach the helicopter. Everyone spawns in the middle of town, and on your turn, you pick up a random tile that consists of roads and various buildings. You then populate those tiles with zombies and loot. The helipad is located randomly at the bottom half of the tile pile. Movement phase then happens by rolling a 6-sided die. Run anywhere you want and fight any zombies that you want. Fight zombies with a d6 as well. You need to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to kill. Otherwise, you're going to be using a bullet token to raise the die result by 1, or use up one of your heart tokens to re-roll. You start the game with 3 bullet tokens and 3 heart tokens, but you can find more as you play the game. Alright, if you die, you lose all of your hearts, and you lose half of your zombie kills and respawn back in town. You have a hand of cards that do a variety of things here. You can find equipment, mess with movement, combat, results, spawn more zombies, and there's a whole slew of other effects, including messing with other players. This is a kind of a heavy take that game. So to simply put, the gameplay loop is explore, use cards, kill zombies, and get to the helipad. So the pluses and minuses, what did I like, what did I dislike? Spoilers, I did not like anything about the game. Let's talk about all of the various minuses. Alright, so this game shouldn't release. This game should not have released. This is not a new release on Steam. The music is stock, common creative stuff. It sounds pretty shitty. The graphics are mobile and Facebook game quality, probably because this is literally a mobile game. This is a mobile game. The earliest update that I found was on the iOS store for this game, and it was in 2013. So this is 11 plus years ago this was released. The last update on their changelog on the iOS store was in 2017, and then it did a major skip, and now it's doing 2024. So there's been about a 7-year gap since they updated the game. This was likely to coincide with the Steam release, and the updates is barely anything. It's like little tiny bug fixes, nothing new. This is very shameless. This is extremely shameless. Now, there's nothing wrong with releasing old games. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying they had to remake the whole thing. Though, honestly, with the package and game that came out, they probably should have. They really should have redone the whole thing. But they could have at least done this port. They should have done some quality of life ports if they wanted to put this on Steam and expecting people to pay $10 for this game. There's no resolution options. On launch, it forces your PC to do that auto resizing thing that old games do, and it messes up your monitor resolutions until you close the game and then it resets back. There's no options to change that. Even like alt shifting doesn't do anything, or alt entering doesn't do anything. You press on multiplayer, it opens up a Facebook link and it makes you want to log in. No one, and I mean no one playing this game in 2024 on Steam wants to log into Facebook to play this game, multiplayer. Your in-game name is just a random jumble of numbers. You can't even replace it with your Steam name or change it. It's not even fun playing alone either. You can add up to 4 other NPCs. There's no customization on what the avatar looks like. The CPU settings might as well be non-existent. The difficulties, they're all brain dead. Literally, just like the zombies. They walk towards the nearest zombie only and never go for the objectives or play unexpectedly, depending on their settings. This sucks bad, guys, and I'm sorry if I seem mean, but this is an obvious Steam dump in hopes to sucker new zombies fans to buy this garbage. The local multiplayer, if you want to play on one computer, it's just you passing the mouse around. You can't even play with your friends, you know, locally. I mean, on a different computer, like as a friend. You all have to do that Facebook thingy. As mentioned, the board game itself is completely fine, all right? The core game is basic, but once you add in some really cool expansions like sewers, subways, nuclear zombies, you know, fast kid zombies, cemeteries, lots of areas, lots of cool places, a million cards. There's a ton of ways to win, and it's a blast. 100% take that game for sure. A whole lot of RNG here. I recommend, if you want to play this more strategically too, you look up the alternate rules that replace the dice with numerical cards that act as a resource, so you are forced to use the high numbers and low numbers strategically. So stay away from this game, play the physical game, but you know, make sure you're playing with a group that doesn't take things too seriously. This is definitely a game that's like, a lot of crap can happen along the lines of Munchkin. Munchkin is definitely more take that FU. This is a little bit more strategic, but like I said, a little bit more of the expansions, and you add in the new alternate rules that they came up with 2024. You should have a blast with this game. So, man, I was super disappointed to learn that this was just an iOS, you know, port thingy. It sucks. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.